Well, hello everyone. Welcome to this ridiculous ridiculous video where I'm gonna talk about how I'm I basically made a 2D game in Roblox. I know the Dev King made a video about this. My friend pointed it out. But I am in no way copying him. I just had to get it out of the way first. So anyway, now let me start. So basically 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 one morning I just randomly woke up. I was like, hey, let me just make a 2D game with like literally no benefit or any like profit coming out of it whatsoever because I feel like it. Yeah, so I'm just gonna talk about how I made. So first thing I had to do in the game was I had to create, you know, 2D. So first thing I did was I basically just made block. I opened a new Roblox Studio project and then I deleted the base plate and I just went block, cause block. So so I just put a block there and I stole the texture from the 2021 base plate because yes. And now I just made a bunch of very simple jumps. That's the first part of the map I made. So after that I wanted to get working on the 3D. So I haven't actually made anything like, oh god, a plane's flying past my house. Uh okay, there we go. The plane just shut up. So I haven't made anything like this. I've made a bunch of like game kind of stuff, but I've never made any like real 2D 2D kind of 2D kind of camera. So first thing I did was YouTube tutorial. Yeah, YouTube tutorial. Best place to look, right? So after that, I just typed out a bunch of lines with keyboard, yes, and then boom, 2D game. And I also had to like put basically do a lot of stuff in the game, like make the many scripts in all the different basically starter player scripts. I had basically I had to make like controls for every single device. And for some reason, it still doesn't work on mobile because the jump button is gone for some weird reason. Anyways, what I did next was the controls, obviously. Just use that same tutorial. That's all. Yeah. Use the same tutorial and ooga booga on the keyboard. Done. And then after that I had to do map building. I simply just scripted a moving platform and put a green selection box around it, which I deleted in the end because yes. And moving platform, bunch of buildings in the background. I'll talk more about the background later. Decorations for the platforms that you jump on. Different types of basically parts that you can jump on, like a swinging crane that you had to jump on this platform hanging from the crane. Some scaffolding, some building scaffolding, folding kind of thing. And then even at one point I was like, hey, we should be able to go inside one of the buildings. So I made such that you could, and there was a single wall, wait, that you could only see from one side. You can only see that wall from inside the building. So There's a gap over here. God damn it. Hang on 1 second. Okay, done. So, shit, there's another arrow over here. Oh god, I see so many arrows. Okay, and that's basically that's basically all. Yeah. So basically 2D building is a lot is very interesting. So I'm just gonna talk more about how I build. Maybe in some maybe in a video. Like maybe. But so the background I was like, you know what, I want a bunch of really detailed concrete kind of buildings that look really realistic. And so what I did was I inserted a part into the workspace and made it big black, and then I stretched it and I stretched it again. Done. Yay. And then I added neon squares onto it, neon flat squares, because Windows. And then I duplicated that about 500 times, and yes. I also added in a part where basically there's a very generic Orbi elevator over here, but basically in a different kind of style. Inside the building was the most fun to make because I could make lighting, because inside building lighting, and I could decorate the inside of the house. So I decided to make I decided to make a door because there's this problem that when you get on the crane swings from like kind of left to right in real game. So even though it locks your camera in one position, and you can only move with the A and D keys. Oh my god, my D button on my keyboard just fell out. Send help. Uh, uh, Despite like you being able to use only the A and D keys, the crane allows you to move like kind of left and right. So which is a big problem, and I don't know how to fix that, but I'll do it sometime. But the thing is that I added a door inside the building to correct the player's position a little bit in case they were somewhere where they were not supposed to. So there's that. And then there was a bunch of lights. There was a TV and there was a couch. The couch easy to make. And there's a bunch of truss parts to the top of the building. There's a kind of electrical antenna kind of thing. I don't know. Don't ask me. And that's basically all for now. And by the way, if you're wondering how I did the walls that you can only see from one direction, and textures, I basically put an invisible part wall over there, and I put a concrete texture to it, so it looks like you can only see from one side, but actually it doesn't